My name is Manpreet Singh. I am a pre-sales lead for America's region for Cognizant. I'm also MVP and MCT. I speak at various conferences. I host multiple conferences. In a way, I'm very attached to the community. I like the idea of giving back to the society with what you learn, what you experience through your work to your day-to-day activities, and then make sure you share that with other people, whether it's through an speaking session or through a blog or an article or even a small snippet out there as a YouTube video or a short. I think that's very important. And if any one of you are interested to do that and you don't know where to start from, happy to come in, happy to join a call with you or a quick chat and understand how you would love to be a part of the community. Not everyone is good in everything, including me. I'm not good with everything. I don't like YouTube video editing. But yeah, it's all the process, how you want to give back to the society, even from the students to experienced partners who are coming to the journey, especially now AI, right? No, nobody knows AI. Even I didn't know it from, right? We all learned on the phase, and now we are just trying to share that same knowledge with everyone around us. So that's me. That's my LinkedIn code on the right side. Feel free to ping me, chat with me anytime if you have any questions. Now, coming to the topic, right? The age of AI. I think this is the track of AI. We saw CoPilot, we saw Azure AI, we are seeing other stuffs in Power Platform, more and more deviations about how to use generative AI as part of your applications, anything and everything you're building in the day-to-day life, right? And that's what is happening, right? Me as a pre-sales lead this year, I have not seen any project which has come without the Stack AI as part of it. Whether somebody's requesting to have a Power Platform built in, somebody's requesting for us to build an intranet, everyone wants, hey, can you add a generative AI agent or just a process behind the scene, whether it's on my Power Platform or an AI side, they want that to be part of it. And trust me, one second, I'll just update this. Organizations are just rushing over it. There are so many applications which are running, even people with legacy applications, they are like, we don't want to move out of the on-prem server. Let the data be there, but I want my generative AI powered platform to bring to those on-prem servers. And it is quick. We are building so many applications using AI, using Power Platform because the application cycle which used to take to build, for example, a power app, a simple power apps would take like a 6 weeks development, probably 2 weeks of testing, one more couple of weeks for UAT. So that 10, 12 weeks of engagement has become now 6 weeks or 8 weeks at max for a power app development. Why? It's not that the clients or the people have a different requirement or easy requirement. No, they understand that now with the generative AI, you're able to do things faster. The developers are able to execute these applications faster than they used to do. You don't have to start from the scratch, whether you're building a Power App or a Power Automate or an agent. Like agent especially, I love Copilot Studio. I'm one of those Iron Man fan who had a Jarvis to do things. I used to run those emulators on my laptops to just have that engagement of an agentic AI and put some voice over it. But now with Copilot Studio, I'm just doing clicks, double of clicks, and you have an agent ready. That's the different world. We never intercepted that it's gonna happen so soon, right? So, coming to the power of building applications, most of the applications you see are getting that generative AI layer. All the applications we built, even in the last 5 years, the clients are reaching out to us, hey, can we add the agent here? It can be an OpenAI, it can be a Copilot, or can you bring my data to be generative AI incorporated? Because I have so much data. What should I do? And that's not just with one vertical. Manufacturing, banking, especially healthcare, life sciences. People will say healthcare. Yes, the patient's data, though people say it's locked down, it's secure data, PHI, but you have a secured environment with Microsoft 365 AI or Microsoft in general, the AI, and people have built agents. You'll be surprised to know. Like here, right now, if you're booking a flight through Alaska Airlines or trying to resolve an issue on an AT&T or TD Bank with your billing, everything is generative AI. You're chatting on a chat with a generative AI, and it has learned so much that it approves and help you out based on a knowledge basis, or it has to fix a dollar value like a $50 bill adjustment. It will do it on its own. You're replacing a human who have to take care and search for things and make sure you have all the artifacts in the place. That's what is happening. And today, we will talk about Copilot for Power Platform. Something new, something people don't understand is free of cost. You're not paying $30 license for the Copilot M365. It comes with the package. There are some freebies which are attached. There are certain things which you need to buy. For example, Copilot Studio you'll need to. But initially, again, homework. This is all free. Everyone, if you don't have Power Platform, never have access to it, or want to learn something, just go to make.powerapps.com. You'll be able to access a free application. Even if your organization don't have a license like E3 or E5, don't worry. Just create your own account and outlook.com, and you'll be able to sign in and be part of it. Now, coming to what is Copilot, and I have a very easy answer where I tell people think of a library. A library has all the data, all the functions, from theoretical to practical knowledge. Me as a user, I am just asking through a prompt which orchestrates in a way where it reads the whole library, all the books in there, and provide me a nice paragraph of an output, which I don't have to read a whole book here. Though I'm an avid book reader, I love to read books, but now with generative AI and we have been talking, me and my friends, like it's so easy. Like I can get a summary of the whole book, and then I don't have to wait for to read it all. But certain books needs to be read all, right? But that's the orchestration in the back end where the data, all the data with Bing, Google, AWS, people have in the back end, it just goes and orchestrate that, understands and query it more like a human experience. Though it will never replace human for people, if you will ask me, and do though people ask me, hey, is it gonna replace people, my job or something? It will if you don't use it. And it won't. As a human, don't worry about it. But you have to use it to improve your employee experience, day-to-day activity, make things more faster. Like right now in my company, like I am day to night in Copilot. Like I'm talking, I'm getting my stuff done. I have. It was this once upon a time I used to search on the search bar. Now every search is on the Copilot. Hey, can you find me this document? And it will find me. Or can you help me with the data set, or can you help me create a ServiceNow ticket? I never open ServiceNow ticket. Even for me as a company in Cognizant, we are a 350K people. We have an agent to just work on tickets and all. Like, I don't think anybody even have opened a ServiceNow UI in this year because it's all agent. Hey, can you let me know what's the status of my ticket? Or can you escalate my ticket? Or can you add another additional information to my ticket? This is a ticket ID. That thing has resolved me opening a service now, signing in, using my SSO, looking for a confusing task or incident I need to create. Now, Jenny, I understand that, okay, this is not critical. Let's create a task for him. Or if this is critical, put up it as an incident. There's so many use cases. Like I can keep talking for the whole day. With the use cases we are building for organizations and layer. And if you want to know about certain vertical, just put the name of the vertical. I'll give you an example of what you have to build using the agentic layer. Now, Microsoft Power Platform has this Copilot enabled in Copilot Studio, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Pages. Power Pages, Power Automate, and Power Pages, they come as a free pack right now. Power BI has Fabric and all, so it's a little complicated, but I won't go there because that's a complete standalone system. And Copilot Studio, you have two licensing. One is you go as pay-as-you-go model, which is 0.01 per message, or you can buy messaging pack, which is like 25,000 messages for $200. It depends. And if you have a Copilot license, M365, your company is rich enough to give you that one, go ahead. You don't have any limit on that, on the messages, on the prompt. There might be a higher limit which nobody reaches per month. And don't worry about it. And then you have power of Power Automate of bringing all the data sources, data connector, any API in the world integrated to that engine that gives you a power push for your application. Like people are moving from Smartsheets, they're migrating from Lotus Notes, just for a few of these reasons. We check in where, hey, this has generative AI, this has the layer, this has the layout. I'm able to do low code, no code performance, application building much more faster, all in real time sync, all in secure. My data is not getting leaked because it's part of the tenant access or the subscription I have. And the admin or the user have more control. It's not like generative AI like ChatGPT where we can't do much thing, right? I can't control the sourcing of, I can't control the data set. But here you're building your own ChatGPT. Like I know few of the clients, they have they call their enterprise solutions as our ChatGPT or the company name ChatGPT. I won't name them up, but yeah, I think that ChatGPT where building that, and I have one for myself. I have my personal CoPilot Studio built for my on my phone, where if I have to look for my passport number, I just go. I have loaded some files of my older folders from OneDrive and document sets which I have saved, and then I just go, hey, what's my passport number, or I want to know something like when is it getting expired. Even to that testing, it extracts all the information from your images, Word file, and you get that input right in your fingertips. That's the power of generative AI we are looking forward to. And the journey is very simple. It does not allow you to be a pro code. You can be no code developer or a low code and then build over it. I have a lady in my company, and I always tell the story to other people. She is 72, 73 old. She has built her own agent for Planner and Outlook. And she proudly presents that at every meeting in her internal folks. And because she built it from her from a scratch with never she has known about a knowledge or technology, but she was able to do that with the help of Copilot, and I love it. Like that's a journey. I think that's what our capability should be. If people say, "Hey, Gen AI is overrated," maybe no worries about that. But it's helping you to reduce your effort and time and do things faster. Then yes, you have to adopt it. There's no go if you don't use it, don't adopt it in your processes or in your application building. It's of no use. Now, coming to the generation power platform, it's for both. Like it's for users, for me to get a direct insight, and for the makers, for making the build much more easier and effectively. And this is a list of organization. I think everyone is using generative AI. Anyone, if you know in IT, whether it's from legal team or share team or developer, everyone in some or the other way are using Gen AI layer. It should not be a Copilot, or it should not. It can be AWS Bedrock. It can be a GCI on Google Vertex or something like that. But anything, any generative platform. And I know if you know there are 15 plus thousands models in Hugging Face, which is a huge like even to just play around with those models, I think it will take you, me or anybody years. So you have to think, you have to make sure which model you require, what are you building, and then play over it. Now, let's talk about the development here, like how easy it is and how is reducing your redefining your productivity, improving efficiency, and developer costs and risk. As a pre-sale, that's very important. Yes, we have reduced the revenue from the time AI has come, but that does not change anything on the day-to-day cycle. It's just okay. It's part of the world. We have to grow with the platform, or we have to grow with the technology. You know, one second. This one thing. All right, there you go. Now, coming to this redefining productivity, right? Copilot reduces your day-to-day activity from searching to building an application, building those functions so much faster. 60%, I totally agree with that. It's not just a chart. Like it's been a year, I have never built a Power Automate from the scratch. And it's all, I just go in, hey, can you create a Power Flow workflow when a new item gets created on SharePoint, or when a new entry or Outlook email comes in, create a task or reply back with the form you're building a Copilot with, assisting them with tables or data layer. Like just imagine, we used to create tables in DataVerse from scratch, like with matching entities and all the stuff. How it's just generative AI. Can you create a column? It's the age column or it's a city column. It knows which entity to map and it just goes and create it. I'm waiting for the day it comes in other platforms as well, like SharePoint or even SQL. It does SQL a little bit, but not the way it does with DataVerse. It's really insane. Power Automate. As I said, it's been a year. I have created a Power Automate from the scratch. It's all CoPilot. It's easy, right? And like 30 seconds, I'll have one, and we are going to create one today. And Power Pages, a website. I know I was in a conference a couple of months back, and we were talking about Power Pages, and there was a person on the attendees, and it can be one of you who have built their company's website on Power Pages, and I welcome him on the stage, and I shared, can you share, and let's see what are the different framework they use, and it was all beautiful design, and that's their Power Pages website. So website building has become so easy. Those HTML, CSS are days are gone. Like I would say customizable heavy, but it does the same, almost the same purpose. And my favorite, the Microsoft Copilot Studio, where you're building agents and you have a Jarvis of your own. I think these four come together as the power platform, enabling with the generative AI, enabling you as a user, enabling your organization as a user. And while we do that, right, it's not only upskilling your resume, you're able to develop faster, you're able to do something much more better. And while this takes care of the process and creating those tables, data sets, you finish that quickly and you jump to the next one. That's the whole purpose of it, right? And that's where the GenAI developers are going with GitHub. Like again, PowerShell scripting. The Copilot writes the whole PowerShell script for you. You don't even have to think where to start from. I used to love those PowerShell scripts, and I don't need to write it anymore. Like I used to write from the scratch, run it on my system, hit the API every time to see. But those things are changing in the market, right? Now it improves efficiency. Yes, the things are much more faster. As I said, the creating a flow is twice faster. I would say it's 10 times faster than what I used to create. I'll have to think, right? What will be my trigger and what will be my action? Here I'm not thinking. I'm just putting up in plain simple English. Power Apps 60%. Personally, if you ask me, it's good with DataVerse. Yeah, it works seamlessly with DataVerse, fine. You don't have to do much changes. It will do entity relationships and all this stuff. But for companies whose backend is still SQL or for companies whose backend is still SharePoint, yes, you require that effort to build that, which is still not ready under the Copilot for Power Platform. And yes, it reduces error, helps me with the formulas, all the stuff there, and reducing the bottlenecks because it understands the process and aligns with your module. And the thing which I'm going to show you new from Microsoft Build, something called Plan, you will be, oh my God, it's just going to make developers lazy. And we're going to see it how. So yeah, I think that's where the whole processing of things happen in app building, streamlining the motion, streamlining the website, streamlining the Power Pages or the portal. And in the end, you are able to reduce the developer costs and I would say the timeline. Yes, that's for sure this year. Any bidding we did for Power Apps or building agents, those timelines have reduced to I would say 70%. For sorry, 30%. Why? Because I think the clients are now they understand that hey, he or she will be able to do this in this strict time because you have the power of Copilot, which is free with your Power Platform license or your E5 license. It's actually free. You don't pay anything for that. So that's the mindset of the client nowadays in the market, and we have to accept that as a pre-sales and then move forward with multiple more applications building in the same timeline than we used to build one at that go. Now, yes, it improves security, privacy, compliance, and governance. All your DLP policies, all your purview policies, like Anthony and they just had a session. They were talking about the purview settings. They all are governed in that layer. So clients feel more positive. Like if I have to build something on a Windows app or a .NET framework, I have to take care of the authentication. I have to take care of the security all the compliance center, make sure PHI data is not going through. But I'm building something on the Microsoft layer, everything by default gets checked. Uh, again, reflecting the cost, reflecting the timeline on the building of the solution. Now, that's why I was going to talk about the plans which are generally available, and we're going to see it in real time in demo. So let me quickly jump on my demo here. Let me put my mic away. And feel free to ask me any questions. I'm right here. Anything you want to chat about, any feedback, any suggestions, or you want me to do something, I'm totally in control for you today. So where is it? So I was just playing with there. So here is my usual make.powerapps.com. That's your homework, and I'm gonna put that chat here. If you have never opened Power Apps, if you have, well and good. You can even go to your SharePoint site, click on this canvas icon here, and you can search for Power Apps. There you go, and you can click on it and it will be out here. If not, just use my link make.powerapps.com, sign in with your ID. Now, multiple ways of creating flows. If you see AI Hub and website all in just one click, right? That is what we are going to do. We'll take one example today. I think we are in a conference, so let's take this conference as an example. We'll build a website on community days, but we'll build a website for it. We'll make sure that you are able to check in as an attendee, and we're gonna build an agent for you to help in learning all the sessions which are going in today and ask you any questions to the speaker or something like that. The speaker session and all those content they have, right? So let's quickly start with it. I'm on time, so I know I take a lot of time in demos just to play around. And as I said, I love real-time demo, so don't worry if it breaks, we start again. So, all right. So first thing, I think first sorry, I land up here. First thing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a website for the company. So let's go back to make.powerapps.com. All right. I'm gonna to click on here, just hovering over here. You have all the different Power Platform engines here. We're gonna cover this and this. Let's click on Power Pages. Power Pages is nothing but a website you can build for external. It can be a static website, it can be a dynamic website, everything in one. There's a Dynamics one website here, so very easy. Just provide the output, and I think some updates came in, which keeps coming whenever I log into Microsoft products every day. I remember I was at a conference and I did a refresh and the whole UI was different. I'm like, okay, let's learn it together. What's new in this place? So here you have start building your website with Copilot. And we'll see how easy it is to build a website. It can be for you, for your company, or a small mini product you're launching. So for us, it is about the conference. Like, can you? And this is my dev account, dev environment, all my demo things are here, so we'll play with this. Can you create a website for Canadian Cloud Summit, which will have sessions, speakers, and more? Right? Simple English, simple. Just in a way, I'm giving this BRD to my BA who is gonna start working on the organization. So it identifies, okay, the site name can be Canadian Cloud Summit. Perfect. It gives me a temporary domain. I can go and buy Canadian Cloud Summit at .com and I can map it here. So I'll use the demo here and I'll click on next. So it gives me a nice layout, something on the back end, welcome to the summit, explore the future of cloud technology, keynote, interactive sessions, networking opportunity. Looks nice, right? And if an HTML guy who built this for you, you will be, okay, this is good, probably a couple of comments. Can you change this? Can you change this? But with AI, I can just ask him or her. I don't know if male is female AI is. It's a thing, right? So I will just click on try again. Make it, can you redesign it? I am not happy with that. But if you do it with a human, he or she will be so angry with you. Like, I did so much effort on the HTML and you just said it's not good. So, all right, this is a new design. I like it. Okay, this is good. Almost the same thing. We added more stuff here like showcase and workshops. Amazing. Let's do that. I'll click on simple next. It also helps me identify what my page as a conference should have, right? Do you think this will be in your mind while you're building it? I think I need an about us. I need sessions. I will just choose these options by just clicking on them. And in the backend, Copilot will create an HTML structure for me and will allow me to publish this as a website. So this is good. This is good. I can even re-change it. Okay, I didn't like that. But I like all the things. I don't see anyone is different, but I just click on done. So while it does it, we will have the website ready, but now we need an application. So this less than a minute, I think it should be up while I'm talking. Less than a minute, you'll have a website ready to be published and shared. It can be a website for a barber. Actually, surprisingly, I was at the barber shop for to get my beard trim, and there they were using a Power App site, and I could recognize it because my day and night is this. I'm like, is it built on Power Page? And I'm like, who built it? And they told some relative cousin, he works on Power Platform and he built it for us, and they are using that in real time. I was able to like do operation check in and all in a Power Page platform which was built in. So if you see, this is how the website comes in, beautifully designed, all my pages here. It's asked me to enable a copilot or an agent also. I'll do it later. And this is how the interactive about different single pages, all my sessions, all of those comes here. See, I did not even write. Of course, in the real world, we'll have to go update the text, update the images. But again, the structure is there. You don't have to start from the scratch. It reduced my requirement discovery phase to at least by 30-40%. I don't have to start and setting up the whole HTML there. So I have all session speakers. I'm missing the sponsors. Like, can you add a page for sponsors? Right? We all need sponsors to help us in this journey. Virtual, they're giving us gift cards to the people lucky winners today. And for if you are in person, they'll help you with the food, they'll help you with coffee. So we always love sponsors. So there you go. It created a page for our sponsors. It even why sponsor us. It created why partners get involved. All this by the generative AI of Copilot. And then it takes a minute or two, but the review is incomplete. Sorry. Let me review it. Okay. Okay, I canceled it, but that's fine. That's not an issue. So I'll go back to the home, give it for the home. So it takes like 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, that's the normal message. So we'll come back, and once it's ready, we will be able to see a Power Pages deployed and preview a part of it. While that is taking time, now we come back to the application. Now we know we need an app for people to register. I think we use Eventbrite, but for if I'm building an organization layer or a system. I need an application. For organization, it can be an expense report. For organization, it can be a leave tracker, data sourcing from SQL or anything. You can build so many stuff. And there are already multiple templates here you can choose to here, even to build a help desk model. So I'll start with, okay, let's start with an app. I'll start with Copilot. All right, can you Copilot? Can you create an app for me to check in attendees or actually register like for attendees to register for a conference. All right, we all did even right today. Simple English. I'm just clicking on generate, and while it does it, it's gonna in the backend create multiple table data sets. We're gonna see it and even think how the entity or relationships are gonna map between the tables. So while this is doing that, let me see if it's up here. It takes a minute or two because it's deploying the whole website. So while it does it, we'll see. All right, there you go. So if you see, it created three different categories of sessions. If you are trying to have sessions and speaker details, a registration for both speakers as well as an attendee, and I'm able to create that as a model, as a static model as on your backend of the data. Is the all data was I would have loved, as I said, for me to choose to SharePoint or where it creates the SharePoint list or a SQL table, but no worries. It's a nice connectivity. It creates these multiple tables, and I just have to click on save and open up. All right. So now what it does is it created my backend, which every developer would do while he or she is building something. The backend is ready. Now my UI, my framework will be built on Power Apps and click, click, click. I have to just publish it and then I'll have a Power Apps ready. Any questions, anyone, while this is doing it? And did it load? Did it not load? Okay, we'll wait it. We'll wait. Yeah, it takes some time to it to load in. Let's try once more. All right, stop. Sorry, here you go. And if you see here, the Power Pages also gave you a mobile-friendly application right from there. Don't have to start from the scratch for building that, which when we do full stack development, you have to take care of both. So here the Power App is loading in. Lovely. It mapped my data sources with DataVerse or the table, and now it's creating forms and multiple screen, not just one screen. So I'm excited to see what it brings. So there you go. The data source, if you see, registration was added to your app. That is nothing but your DataVerse. Let's see what else it does. And by the time this is coming out, our website is ready. Let me just log in. And this is the one-time activity I need to do it, and then I can host that website as a public domain, like you are like eventbrite.com or Microsoft.com or any company.com. So I know my internet is really bad because I'm hosting multiple teams today, so it takes a while. But it's not. If you try it as your homework, go and build a website for anything, for your puppy, for your dog, for an item in your house, like maybe a small mug, and like see how the website comes in beautifully designed. It is mobile friendly. It will look almost the same here. All the different pages, everything gets there. Of course, I have to come in, spend another few hours and put up the new images from stock images, update the text using CoPilot and the GenAI layer. Hey, can you write more detail about us for the Canadian Cloud Summit? And yeah, you get all the input, you copy paste it, and you're ready. You have a published website, right? The site is private because we are in the demo mode, and then you publish it, and then everyone can play around with it. While that is happening, my app also is ready. I have multiple screens created, attendees, the session screen, who will be the speaker of that, my registration screen, everything gets created. And for me, like if I go here, like it even gives a preview of what different data sets will look like with sample data. Just imagine creating sample data on the table. It's so boring, but you have sample data and you can always tell, hey, can you add more sample data, around 50 more rows or 25 more rows? That's what I do, keep playing with data. So you got a Power Pages, a website for the conference in like 2 to 3 minutes. Basic, no issue structure, but you have it there. You have an app ready. Okay, and you have to design it, put your logo in there, add more fields if you require. And that too, you don't have to do it. You can just go back and ask Copilot, hey, can you add this field? Or can you also add a screen for sponsor registration, right? We missed that. So and that's it. I'm just gonna be chatting with the Copilot to add a new column, design, and how it looks like, and it will do it. Like, there you go. Yes, there you go. It added a new screen, and I have it loading. The sponsor registration comes in. Yeah, I like it. Keep it. Or I can like, no, I did not like it. Can you change it? So it's my wish of how the development comes in. And so we have that layer coming in, and then okay, good. I have an app. I want to go back and create. Like for example, you guys all got an email, right? Like whenever you when you register to the event, and here this is the agenda. Thank you for submitting, or something like that. What will I gonna do it? I'm gonna click on flow, and I'm gonna create a Power Automate workflow just by writing a simple English. I'm just trying to be on time because I want to show you two more things after this. So I can choose anything I want. I can just start with automatic create a flow. Or let's come here. I click on create, start a flow. And I did not actually jump in. Sorry, 1 second. Let's go back again. There you go. So like make.powerapps.com is for Power Apps, make.powerautomate.com is for Flow, which you see this is how it looks like. You have the similar generative AI, more powerful, that keeps enhancing with new sets every day, every morning. So I'm just adding, can you add, um, no, like whenever a new item is created on SharePoint or DataVerse, I can choose send an email, right? Simple. I give some, these are all generative AI. Send an email if a new item is created on a SharePoint. Yeah, this is what I'm looking forward. And with some clicks, it will go in and provided me a trigger when a new item is created on a Dataverse on a SharePoint and saying, get my user profile of the people who are actually signing in. It can be from Eventbrite, it can be from WordPress, and send an email. Yeah, this is good. Keep it continue. It makes sure I have to connect with different sources. I'll just add a new connection here. And I'm on multiple environments today, so this should go in. There you go. I got a tick mark here and I click on create flow. How much time did it take? But if I have to create and tell some a developer, hey, can you make sure that when a new item is created, there should be an email. That person will come first. It will he or she will come and search, okay, which capability I need, which connector I need, what I need from here. I did not have to do it. That's why I was saying it's been a year. I have actually went into this lesson, drag and drop. Even if I were to do something on service now or any other, I just have to go and speak about it. And like, all right, this is good. Also, I want to send an email to an organizer also to the send another email in this workflow because I want whenever some one of you attendee register, even the organization should get an email. Hey, you have a new attendee. Make sure you go and talk to them, right? Like so, send another email is what it called it, and I have that thing, and I can map all the applications one back to the other and build that agent, right? So we got a website, we got an app, we have a Power Automate, and the third is now the everything is good. We need an agentic layer because everything in the world now is agent. So we simply go to copilotstudio.microsoft.com. Now, people have this question, Manpreet Copilot Studio, I don't have a license, I have to buy a license. No, no, no. For 60 days, it's free of cost. You can keep extending it, I think, until 90 or 120 days. But the whole plan here is for you to learn, and Microsoft is allowing you to do that adoption. And even if you buy the license and you can be on a pay-as-you-go model, you don't have to pay $200 license or $30 license for Microsoft. You can just be on pay-as-you-go model if you want to deploy some real-time use cases. But for smaller data sets, it's all free. You can build two, three good agents and keep playing, keep extending them, keep enhancing them. Similarly, similar journey. This is the new Copilot Studio agent. It looks beautiful, isn't it? And there's so many new features. Hope in the next session I get and I talk about the new one I just did for one of the conference in Europe. But yeah, I'm planning to do one more. There's so many new announcements on the Copilot Studio Copilot. I would love to have you here. So similar action. I need generative AI to build me agent. So can you build an agent for a conference where attendees can learn from about Power Platform, right? All right, generative power of agentic journey, you can choose it, but it's so simple you can actually click on script to configure. But I want to show you the layer and it created, okay, let's determine a name for your agent. How about Power Platform, right? Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, that's perfect. And I'm waiting for that icon of that voice come where I just click on it. Hey, yes, do it. Yes, do it. Like, I don't want to type it anymore. I'm becoming more lazy. So yeah, for what specific tasks or information I should do. So if you see, it's just recording everything what I want, answer frequent answer about platform, guide attendees to relevant session and workshop resources during the conference. So it is making the model ready. This is what it needs to do and understand. I can keep writing, it keeps extending, keep extending. You can use that, or for me, I'll just okay, just click on create and let's go ahead. I will see inside. Is this presentation recorded and available? It is being recorded. It will be available soon. When? I don't know, but I think probably in a month we will be able to publish this and send you all the link, like at least a master link of all the videos in one, so that you can go and check it. All right, so this is the agentic Power Platform guide. I think there are so many sessions here today, so I will just touch and go, but because I'm talking about the overall layer. But if some you want to know a complete journey, I have my own video on YouTube. I'll put that link on the chat here where you can build an agent from the scratch with me. Yeah, something happened. I click on something, so that's fine. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back to the agent here. All right. So tell me we have a system down. I think so. If not, don't worry. I have another environment. We'll quickly kick it off, but I'll give it a minute. So, yeah, so we have the agent. Yeah, I think this is down, but at least the demo is not down. The platform is down. So, we'll try to bring this in. If not, I'll sign up with another account I have. But the purpose of this will be building that agent. I'll give it a couple of more minutes, or I'll see if I have something down here on my agenting journey, which is opening. Finger crossed. Oh yeah, something opened up, so don't worry about it. All right, so the agent comes in. This is again a learning assistant. We were showing somebody how to build a learning assistant. Like most of the companies have My Academy, right? This can be something like My Academy. Use cases are so many. Like again, homework. Homework for you is when you go back to this weekend or tomorrow, see the open up Copilot Studio Microsoft.com. Very simply add knowledge source of couple of things. Like I added learn.microsoft.com, the training content. What you can do is you can add a website of your company. Like I work for cognizant.com. Okay, I'll just use that as the knowledge source. This is what you need to do. Homework. First thing, open your website of the company, add it as a data source. Okay, click on add. Give it to 5-10 minutes when you add it, but we'll try to ask a question. Second thing, what you do is go to learn.microsoft.com. I went in, this is the website I added for Power Platform Learning. Okay, that can be anything. Second thing, what you can do is bring in a SharePoint site. Any SharePoint site you have, whether PDF files, maybe throw in a couple of PDF files on a SharePoint site and just click on SharePoint and add those files. Okay. So yes, leave. Once you're done this, just go in here what the services provided by Cognizant. All right, I just added cognizant.com. You will see it's so quick in extracting the information from the HTML. And if you see, it went to the service knowledge hub of Cognizant, read through all the different articles where the cognizant.com is, and I got the output right from the system. It has become that easy to build an agent. Trust me. Yeah. Like we have been you I once for a pharmacy, name any pharmacy. You can pick anyone, Shopper Drug Mart in Canada or CVS Pharmacy in US. I just added the link of that CVS Pharmacy or one of the pharmacy, Shopper Drug Mart, anything. And I was just playing around with it. Which pharmacy is nearby to this zip code? It just went, it found me three options. All right, these are the three pharmacy you can go to, which is near to the zip code, which is my home address. It is that quick. I didn't have to train. Like, of course, you'll train it for an organization layer while you're building it. You want the response to come in a certain way. Hey, can I have the response in an adaptive card, more intuitive, or can I have more detail, or can I have just one liner? So you build that journey over topics and then you slowly start it. But as an homework, you are building an agentic journey over Copilot Studio as a that's your homework. You come to the overview and knowledge. Then next steps will be you are having a response model changing GPT-4 or next step will be adding more tools, adding more triggers, nothing but like hey, connect your service now and see how you're able to chat data with your service now or Dayforce or Workday or like I did. I have connected the FTP server with all my personal documents, images, videos I have traveled in my life and I just have to go to my agent and get this here. Right. That's the plan of it. So in quick ways, I have an website. I was able to build a app. I was able to build a Power Automate, and with like few clicks, I'll have a website hosted and like an app hosted either on Teams. I can make a standalone web application. Even WhatsApp feature will be soon. I think in a week or two, you'll see WhatsApp icon. So it will have a number which will be related to your Teams Outlook numbers, and you'll be able to chat about your agentic there with a WhatsApp. I'm also waiting for that. Like I have it on my preview environment, but I'll soon have it on GA platform, so you'll be able to see. And then very easy to go into the team. I know I'm on a team. I don't want to get kicked off, but I'll try if I can. Okay, see agent in Teams. I can try a web, right? Like yeah, okay, use the web app. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm not getting cashed up. So yeah, it's opening up. So the agent is gonna come in, and I have a Teams agent deployed on Copilot Studio. And most important part, you don't require. Okay, as I said, I'm on multiple platforms, so it won't. But let's see if it can pull me in. If not, don't worry. Yeah, here you go. I think learning resource assistant. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm able to do transition right from the teams, right from the system. So it's that quick and easy for you to build a website, a Power App, or Power Automate. See, that's why I was telling the effort, the reducing time has become so low, so less that now the applications building has become very, very easy. And then you can embed this in a SharePoint site. You can publish it to a SharePoint site. You can publish it to an external source. Like I'll tell you one example, very quick one. That for Salesforce, there are agent, right, where agent force is there, and companies have to pay an extra licensing cost. Companies are coming to us and telling, "Hey, Manpreet, I have to pay there. I have to pay for M365 Copilot. Can you not build something on M365 or Copilot Studio, connect my Salesforce data, and then use that agent embedded in Salesforce?" So you can just imagine we are cheating the system. We're building the agent on Microsoft Stack, and we are just getting the embedded layer of it and like a native app here, if you see. And we are just calling that connection string and deploying that on Salesforce. So people, when they log into Salesforce, they think they're chatting with the Salesforce agent, but it's actually Copilot Studio. So because Salesforce agent won't extend, it won't extend to your OneDrive SharePoint, right? But here I can bring SharePoint, I can bring OneDrive data, I can bring Salesforce data, I can bring ServiceNow data, all in one agent, package it properly, and deploy it to multiple places, all in that one licensing. But now Microsoft told, hey, don't worry, this is just the beginning. I'm gonna make developers more lazy. So they announced plan. I know I am on time, but I wanted to tell you. So, what is the plan right now? This, like, what we did was we break down the different platforms from Power Automate, Power Platform, and all. It's a data we trained. Sorry, I have a question. I'll come back to that. It's the train we trained the Copilot used by Microsoft. No, the data is your data. It's mapped to your subscription. Nothing will be changed to train the multi-domain models of it. So Microsoft decided, hey developers, hey business analysts, I don't like your jobs and you're not doing your job properly. Let me do it for you. Just kidding. But it made us another new thing. Let's make a plan. It's called plans. It's on Power Platform, right side here. You just have to click on it. You click on create a plan. But let me go to that UI. That UI is more intuitive. So what is a problem? Let's take one problem here. Let me show leaf tracker. Like, okay, I need a plan to build an application to um, allow employees to apply for leaves and send an email to their managers for approval. Good requirement, one liner, probably it can be more detailed. You can even write a whole paragraph. I think I was building this expense report 3 days ago, if you see, right? It was a demo I was showing at Dynamics Con in conference, and I had a whole paragraph, and I asked ChatGPT, can you create a paragraph for me, an application building on expense report? It was huge point. I just copied it, but for you, I am time, but so I'll write one liner and don't worry about it, and then just include preview features, and I click on OK. Now, this is something amazing. I love this. This is just newly fresh from the bacon oven of Microsoft technology. What it does is it understands my business problem. All right. Its purpose of the plan, what will be the plan, how will I create a blueprint? I started understanding different personas. One is the employee who is going to apply for leave and do all this as a user. He or she will be able to do all these things. As a manager, he or she will be able to approve or reject, check all the leave plans, everything. And it started creating two processes. Yeah. Isn't it? Please don't forget to post your YouTube channel. I will definitely. And thanks for that comment. So it created the processes here, right? Lovely. So ideally, me and the BA will write this process. It did all the persona right. I'm like, okay, yeah, looks good. Let's go ahead. So now what it does it once the documentation is ready, start creating a data model for you. And data model for us is backend DataVerse table. So creating real-time data for it to build on an agent. And I'll show you how many people are building this together, including me, Manpreet. There is a requirement agent, there is a process agent, there's a data agent, and there's a solution agent. So somebody, a BA, took the requirement, created and drafted different personas. Process agent went in and created the whole process, how the layout will be. Data agent is actually creating my tables here, and then there will be a solution agent who will create the whole solution end to end. And I can edit, I can like, okay, looks good. All right, let's go. Let's see what you have. It gave me all the four technologies you should consider having it as part of this solution. You need a Canvas app, all right. You need a model-driven app, okay. You need a Power Automate flow and a Power Automate fill flow. I think this is for a flow to send email notification to managers when a leave application is submitted. Perfect. A flow to notify employees when the leave application is approved or rejected. So based on the use case, it identified all the different stack I need. If I would have chosen another use case where I need an agent, it would have made Copilot Studio also as part of it. Or if I wanted to have Power Pages, it would have added Power Pages also as a website. So it is thinking as a human. It's planning it as all the layers of the thought process of what is required to build this. Like, all right, this is all looks good for me. I'm just playing. Now it's time to start creating, but before you do, you need to save the table first. So yes, I'll click on the save tables. It creates a new solution, leave application system, click on save. And in the backend, the solution starts building up. It will start creating a leave management app, a Canvas app, a model-driven app, as leave approval app, leave notification flows, and bind them together while it's being. So if you're seeing data agent is saving the table. Hope I can zoom it. Can I zoom this now? Oh yeah, I can zoom this. So yeah, now first I click on save, data agent saving, then the solution person will come in, start building the solution. It takes good amount of minutes, but again, as I said, it's gonna make developers lazy. And that is the whole purpose of it, of building a plan. And one of the features said, and even for end users while they're building, you don't even have to develop, but at least a notification of what you get, you start getting it. So your tables have been saved. To create and customize and just hover over it and click create. So I have to just click on it and I am just have to start create, and it will start creating the applications on the backend. There you go. Okay. So whatever we did, we broke down the pieces, right, on the technology, on the platform, or the tech stack. But it was the thought process of me as a human while I was building that journey of that Power Apps company, Canadian Cloud Summit company. But here, the journey was built by AI. The journey is being built by the data model is being by them. And if you see all the data, everything is getting connected, and the whole solution will start building up slowly and steadily. There you go. It even request leave, send an email, keep continue. I just have to connect leave data. This is a independent data server. I don't have to do it. I'll just click on it. And I also have an application created here, how the leave application is gonna look like. Simpler terms, no worries about it. I will also debate it, but at least you get that thing, the same layer what we build in just one single line of statement, covering all the different technology stack of the platform. That is the new plan, and as I was talking, it is generally available please go and play around. It's free of cost. Again, no licensing involved, nothing required. Part of your homework. So homework is build your Power Apps, build your website. Second homework is build an application, mobile application, or an application for you to do anything through Copilot. Third is build a workflow. It can be anything to tell you a weather. Can you build me a workflow to let me know of a weather? Like send an email, my everyday weather of Toronto at 9 in the morning. It will send you that email. Or the agent, you can do so many stuff. Just look for a file, a PDF file, an insurance policy. Like I loaded my own insurance policy of the car to check what are the things which are wrong here. So all could be improved. So you can do that kind of operation. You have generative AI in your hands and just play it. Don't have your limitations of on access or licensing. Don't worry about it. This is all a part of free platform, free power platform. If it's sensitive data, do it on the organization layer or your personal tenant like this, which has all DLP policies and apply. But be free, open, except I think adoption is very important in the Copilot journey or any generative AI journey. The people who are not able to adopt, many people did not do it last year, and now I see them, hey, can you help me learn? What should I start with? What should I guide with? Don't worry. We all started from there. It was this our own preference to choose or not, but now it's required as a skill set, as your data set while you're building applications or working on them or building processes. You need that generative AI layer. And it's gonna help you. And there are free applications content here. I have worked with few of the content on with Microsoft Learn on them. I will share this slide, of course, with you, all of you, or you can ping me on LinkedIn. I can just give you the PDF copy with it. But overall, the Power Platform layer helps you to do day-to-day activity. And these are few of the links you can join in. And don't worry, I'll have send it to you, so you'll have it all there. But let me know if you have any questions. I'm on time. I have another speaker coming up after me, but uh, ping me on LinkedIn, uh, or just let's have a chat there. And yes, thank you for the sponsors. Me as an organizer really love their effort, really, because they're coming up, they're helping, and we're playing a small game at the end where they're gonna be giving you gifts based on the surveys and you have given. So please, be part of the sponsors, ping them, check their websites, what services they're doing. I think it will be good for them and their roadmap as well. So that's it. Thank you from my end.